My investment in IG Empires is zero. 2 years ago, I myself don't know that I can make money online. My father called me and literally cried. Implementing these three fundamental tips will give you the best return on investment immediately. That's the way I got my first client. And many struggles again. I used to think twice to spend that 10 rupees extra for a special thali or And I'm 19 years old and I proved that particular teacher wrong. Hi, this is Him-eesh. I'm a B.Tech student from lovely Professional University. At the age of 12, I still remember that day when I went to my teacher and asked how to become an entrepreneur by seeing a magazine article about Steve Jobs. And he replied me to daydream after 3 days because we had exams next 2 days. And I was like, man, this should not happen to everyone. Because doctors and engineers are not the only professions one can take. And I know for a fact that I can't be one among them. So that's the reason I went and became an entrepreneur and made 80 lakhs in revenue in last 6 months from my Instagram agency. And I'm 19 years old and I proved that particular teacher wrong.
Hello everyone, this is Kalyan from the Business Monk. Today I am in Jalandhar, Punjab with an expert in Instagram marketing. He is a student, parallelly he is running his own agency and making a hell lot of money with that agency. Let us know how he is making the amount and learn from him how he is doing. Chalo, let's get started. Welcome to the Business Monk.
Thanks for the opportunity, man.
Being a student of B.Tech with no background in marketing, how did you find your interest in marketing and then scaling it to the next level? How did you do so?
So firstly I took CSC as my stream in B.Tech. So in the first semester my CGPA is somewhere around 4. So then I thought this is not for me and I'm not that guy who can code all day every day. So then I used to have a very good interest in business. I used to sell products. I used to order few products in Flipkart and used to sell them in OLX.
Okay.
So I saw the gap and I saw people are not trusting Flipkart more that days, around 2012 2013 I guess. So I used to do that, and then I started one more business with my father, a clothes store. And by having an experience in multiple startups and multiple business, and I got interested in marketing. So after after the holidays, after first semester, my father called me and literally cried because he got some loss in some business. So in my 19 years of my life, I never even saw my father being sad or crying. That day made me to think, I realized that money had some value. So I thought I need to make money, no matter how. I should make money in a legal way, of course. So I need to make money.
So it's a sad story, but what exactly happened to your father's business?
Yeah, so basically he invested some money in some business and that went into a huge loss. All the money he invested plus some outside resource at loss. So that particular business was lost, and to pay interest to clear this loan, he's again taking loans. So it's like in a reverse pyramid, it's going up and up. So then I realized the money I can make, even if I create interest in CSC and complete that rest of 3.5 years, the best package I can get is maybe around 5-6 lakhs in my university. But unless I'm a topper, I can't be in that 20-30 level package. And I'm not a topper. I can't be because this is not for me. To clear his loans or at least pay his interest and maintain myself, to pay my own bills, I need to make that particular money, which is not gonna happen through college placements. Then I realized I had a hobby of Instagramming. I not even realized that I can make money till then. 2 years ago, I myself don't know that I can make money online. Make money in Instagram. Then after reading few articles on Kylie Jenner, who made $1 billion just from selling lipsticks. She showed lipsticks and she's a self-made billionaire.
Exactly.
Right? And she's 19-year-old. I was like, okay, I need to do something. And then I realized the value or the money making opportunity in Instagram. If my father is in not that situation at that point of time, I don't know, I might not be in this particular situation right now.
Okay. Most of our peers, when they face a problem, they always try to quit it or they will be in a dilemma what to do. But how did you find motivation behind that struggle?
Literally, I don't know if I can say this. I literally thought I might lose my father at that particular age with all these tensions. He can't live the life he's right then. I need to make something that make my father feel free, feel good, feel happy. So yeah, there is no option of quitting for me, because of course I don't want my father to see that bad, right? So, and my parents are very bad. When I go to home, I just want to see that happy faces. What's life without even seeing your father or mother happy? So I just want that, and there is no option of quitting. Do or die. So I did it.
As I've gone through your article, you always stated that 6 months of hard work, dedication and hard work can put you 5 years ahead in your life. How did this statement influence you in your life?
Yeah, so maybe a week or two after my father called me, I was literally scrolling through Instagram, searching for opportunities in YouTube, online career and whatever. I saw this particular quote that says 6 months of intense hard work, dedication and focus can put you 5 years ahead in life. So then I thought, this is something I need, because I had 3.5 years to complete my BTech, and if I can do something very great in short term, that is in 6 months, if I can be ahead in 5 years of my life, it was almost is talking to me. So then I thought I want to do something and I want to dedicate that particular thing for 6 months. That's the reason I started the startup called Dear Art, which which we'll talk about in the last part of the interview. I started Dear Art, saw huge success. I was selected in national level, things and whatever. And unfortunately, I got success through that, but I paused it for a few reasons. And then I realized this opportunity of Instagram. Then I kept 6 months more. Then I saw some traction coming in, and I'm making money. I'm making almost 40,000-50,000 back then per month in revenue. Of course, not all profit, maybe at least 20,000-30,000. Being a second year or third year guy in CS is huge for me. So I used to send all money to the parents, and that happened. And then kept other 6 months, and now I'm making 80 lakhs, which is again 5 years ahead. 5 years ahead. Right. So every time I put in 6 months, it's influencing me to become a guy who is 5 years older. So just 5 years of hard work, trust me, just 5 years of hard work and dedication, whatever you are in, just put in 6 months, forget everything else. 6 months, 5 years, you'll get that 5 years back very soon.
So now you are helping brands and influencers to get them monetized.
Yeah.
But back then, how did you got your first opportunity, and how did you get your first client?
So I am into Instagram for 4 years, not making money from 4 years, but into Instagram, and I know the nuts and bolts of it. I know how to grow followers, and back then I used to, I used to post memes. Even before Instagram, I used to I used to post, Mahesh Babu's pictures, as a Tollywood actor in Facebook, and create, pages. And people used to think that's the official account of Mahesh Babu or whatever, they like the pics and used to follow or like the page. So that thing, I did the same, that particular time Facebook reach went down, and I replicated the same in Instagram by posting memes. I don't know I can make money unless some brand approached me and said that I need a shout out, I want to pay this X amount of money, I need a shout out. And I figured out they don't know anything about Instagram. They gave me some random image, there's no link, there's no particular copy that can convert, right? There's no particular good conversion, caption or whatever. Then I realized I can help them, and I helped them, and they 10x'd immediately. They 10x the sales. So they saw 10x to 20x ROI immediately by spending the money within me. So then they asked a few more tips, I gave few more tips, and they slowly gave me more things. This is a joystick brand, gaming brand, gaming joysticks and all, and it was a very good viral e-com product.
Okay.
And So I helped them and they hired me. So this way I got my first client. So I used to help brands and the brands hired me afterwards. That's the way I got my first client. And from that first client, I used to be very active in these marketing forums, marketing groups in Facebook. So some guy called, the e-com millionaire called Nick Peroni, kept a status called, I need an Instagram expert and all. He got like 100 applications, out of which he selected me and he gave me the work for his tattoo page. He wanted to sell a tattoo t-shirts or tattoo brands or whatever, but he firstly started growing his page through me. So he liked the work, and then he gave me some other his personal Instagram page. He saw success there. He started seeing the followers immediately, and he started making money too. So then he recommended me to his network, and it went viral. Like everyone wants followers, everyone, like I'm doing for best thing, like in the best budget. And that's the way I got my first client. From the first client, as a case study, I got my second client, and this second client is very huge, that he gave me at least 10 clients, like from all, and 5 to 10 clients at least through this guy. And from this I got multiple clients. From them I got many referrals again. So it went like that. And even before this guy giving, when I had 2 clients, I'm making some X amount of money. I know for a fact that this guy can refer me, and I hired 7 people. I'm at loss on that month. Even though I'm making so huge with these 2 clients, I'm at literally loss. My revenues went like this, literally. I'm at loss. I'm investing money again from my pocket.
Good.
And I know if this guy gave me, I can't fulfill just by me. I need someone that can help me. I hired 7 guys immediately, freelancers, and just to fulfill the orders. And in the next month, this guy gave me 4 or 5 referrals, making the average amount or ticket value is around $1,000.
Wow.
The next month, I'm up for 5,000. Again, I went like this. This is the situation. Like everyone, when the revenue is dipping, everyone thinks this is not for me or something. So if I'm the only person, even though this guy gave me that 5,000 worth of clients, the next month they will go because I'm unable to fulfill.
Exactly.
So I took the dip, I took the loss and made this. So now everyone is referring me, like they're seeing the articles about me, interviews, and this is the way I get so many other clients these days.
That's massive. Definitely, it's not easy, and it's very difficult to build a trust between client and your agency. So now you are handling multiple clients and influencers. How did you try to build the trust between your client? What are the things you do?
Yeah, I'm a guy with a big page then. So a brand approached me and I gave them free tips, right? They saw the immediate ROI. Usually they get 1 or 2 sales, and from my shout out in my big page, which I can't reveal, they got 10 sales. So they immediately, without paying me, saw that money making possibility with me. So when they already saw, so obviously they will not have any trust issues, right? So then they paid me for 1 week. So instead of paying me a monthly retainer or monthly fee, they paid me for 7 days, X amount. They saw the results, they paid me 1 month. They saw the results, they agreed for a monthly retainer. So that's happened with my first gaming client. So then the next client is Nick Peroni. So this case study, the results I generated made him trusted, right? That created trust with Nick Peroni. So that particular Nick started not with his personal page, some random his brand Instagram, brand's Instagram page. So he used to give me every day $50, like per day. He used to pay me per dollar, per day. So after building that trust, he paid per week basis, and after trusting, he paid per month. After trusting, he gave me his personal page, and after seeing the results, he referred to his network. So that's how I created trust with my people.
So let's talk about your IG Empires. What do you do there, and what are the services you provide to the clients?
At IG Empires, we help brands, influencers, and celebrities in managing their Instagram and growing them. And we also not only help in branding, managing or growing, we also help them in monetization. So imagine there's a business and they want to sell something, and we help them in pitching, how to pitch, how to write a copy and everything. We help them in best possible way to make most money. So that's one thing, not just growing or managing their content or whatever. So not only this, like helping influencers or brands, we also help people to become influencers.
Okay.
We took people from 0 followers to 100k 200k followers in like 6 months or something, right? Not only that, followers again, we also make them money, right? So Nick Peroni, for instance, made around $100,000 from just his Instagram, right? So there are many other clients who made $50,000, $200,000, right? So they make money also, because at end of the day they do all this branding for making money, right? So yeah.
Definitely, before a teacher, you are a learner. How did you learn these things, and how did you earn that knowledge? What are the resources?
Yeah, so in YouTube there are like a lot of tutorials, right? So when it comes to Instagram, there's like comparatively very less content when compared to any other platforms, very less content. So 4 years back, I don't know anything, and I don't even know that I can learn from YouTube, right? Trial or error is the learning strategy back then. And failures, if I do something, I don't get likes, I realize, okay, this particular strategy is helping me in getting more likes. Call to actions, comment what you think, or asking a question at the end of the caption makes people more engaged. So all these techniques are pretty much gained or learned through trial or error method. So yeah, right now maybe there's little resource available, but not even when compared to Facebook ads or any other YouTube videos, very less content through Instagram. So 90 to 95% of my learnings in Instagram are through trial or error method only.
So till date, what do you think as your biggest achievement?
Yeah, so on 25th November, maybe around 12 or 1 o'clock, I woke up pretty much late every day, because I work till 3-4, because I work for US clients, right? So I need to communicate at the end of the day what happened and all. So I was literally in the washroom, and I started getting messages from unknown people in my LinkedIn, in my Instagram, and my followers from 600, or from that one point reached to so many. I literally got 200-300 extra followers, and I don't know why. So then I was searching what happened, and someone sent me this article. They sent me the screenshot, and people in LinkedIn, very big shots are posting, I just literally saw the newspaper magazine of this particular guy and all. And then I was featured in this Times of India in Andhra or Telangana version. I don't Hyderabad version maybe. So I was very shocked. They took interview maybe a week or two ago, but I thought it will take time to be on paper. But very quickly I was in the paper, and I got 500 to 600 DMs in that 2-3 days period. Yeah, I was that I felt very great, and people in my family started calling me, at least 100-200 calls. I received 100-200 calls on that particular day. My mother, father was very happy. So after that case incident where I saw my father crying, so this is very happiest moment in his entire 2-3 years of my journey in LPU. So he felt very happy, and again he got some tears in eyes, but this time with happiness.
Before success, definitely there are failures in your life.
Yeah.
What do you think? What are the failures you faced in your life till date?
Yeah, so February 2019, I had 2 lakhs in loan. I literally started a e-com business, drop shipping. We call it drop shipping business. I started it, invested 2 lakhs, and I was struggling so very hard, spent 18 hours a day and lost 2 lakhs. Imagine my father having that particular big loss in the business, and he's building a reverse pyramid in more loans, and my situation at 2 lakhs, a 18-year-old guy, 2 lakhs at stake, at loss, right? So I felt very bad. I was I almost got suicidal thoughts, and very bad. So Instagram is getting me 20,000-30,000 every month. So I would be very happy, but I don't know why I started a parallel business again, even though the cash flow is getting good. I don't know why I started. I lost it, and 10x my hard work in Instagram again to just clear off this loan. And my friend is very kind enough to wait to clear that loan. He waited like almost 6 months. I cleared that loan in like maybe July or August or something. I currently don't remember. So he's very kind enough to me to do that, right?
Definitely everyone is waiting for your killer Instagram growth hacks, which made you 80 lakhs within 6 months. So let's discuss those.
Yeah, I know everyone is like waiting for this particular segment of the interview. So I want to say you 3 fundamental tips. Of course, I can't put in all my 4 years of experience in single message when you DM me, or a single 2 or 5 minutes answer in an interview. But I will say you the 3 fundamental tips, and implementing these 3 fundamental tips will give you the best return on investment immediately on your time. Let's get started. The first thing is posting consistently and engaging and creating that bonding with your followers. What I mean, at least before you quitting or before you expect results, post for 90 days, at least once in a day, at least one story and one post. If you don't do that, don't expect to make money online on Instagram. Do this is very first. And reply to every single DM you get, every single comments you get. Of course, I can't, because I get 500 DMs, maybe 100 or 50 comments every day. I try my best to reply maximum, right? In the same way, in your time, reply to the most of them, right? When you create that bonding, people will never unfollow you. They will trust you more. Second thing, niche down. What I mean by niching down, instead of pitching you as a fitness influencer, niche down to a woman fitness influencer who is helping to reduce weight. When you niche down, people feel very connected towards you. If you target everyone, you can't get money, right? If you target some segment, there's a lot of connection and there's a lot of money making opportunities, because in that particular situation, people will feel you as an expert, right? People need to get that kind of feeling. This guy, this influencer is talking to me. When people can get that feeling with you, no one can reduce that influence. You can create that influence on you. And third thing, this is last but not least, very important among all 3. Third thing is create that trust. People need to trust you first. Before loving you and buying from you, people need to trust. First, people will know by following you. The next step is creating the trust. How you will create trust? Just bragging about yourself, about your products or services will not make you any money. People are following to see your life, see your behind scenes, see your story. They're not following to get advertised by you guys, right? So instead of advertising anything, all the time, if you are a beauty blogger or a beauty influencer, give value, right? Teach them about skincare routines, teach them about beauty tips. If you are a fitness influencer, teach them how to do dumbbells, how to exercise, how to go to gym. Give all these tips, how much water they need to drink, any tips related to fitness. And it goes and it applies to every single niche. So when you add value 80% of the time and only pitching 20% of the times, people will trust you more and you will create that authority feeling. When you have that authority feeling and giving lots of value and being consistent and creating bonding, maybe these are the fundamentals, guys. Implementing these 3 tips, trust me, you be it 100k influencer, be it guy who is starting out, it applies to everyone. I know many people are not following these 3 tips. They just upload their own personal pictures. What value people are getting? Unless you're a very hot looking girl, no one will follow you just for seeing you, right? So most of us might not be hot, but most of us will be talented. Most of us will have that one skill or that one value you can add to your followers, right? Add that. If you add that, immediate return on investment on your time at any cost. So yeah, now you got 3 fundamental tips and you implemented them. What's next? Go follow me on Instagram @meetavinash. and follow the growth hack series I'm doing. I'm posting like a picture, a growth hack every single day, which will give you results, like small results every day. It's all about creating that snowball effect using multiple growth hack tips, which I can't reveal or share in just one single video. So if you want, you can just follow me on Instagram, and if you like this interview and growth tips there, you can even buy my course, which will be releasing very soon.
So before starting anything, you need to invest. So what is your investment for IG Empires?
My investment in IG Empires is zero. I not invested a rupee in IG Empires, but of course there's many indirect investments, like for my previous businesses I invested a lot of money, I got at loss. I invested on a basic courses like communication skills or whatever, like implementing my knowing that marketing basics. For that I invested some money on buying so many courses, but not actually, no direct investment on IG Empires, because I had my own pages, I'm growing them. Organic reach in Instagram back then is very good. You can create a page and you post 100 days or 200 days consistently for three or four times, and you will get a 100 or 200k page. So that's the situation back then. And also I think it's not just about money, it's also about time. So I invested like many sleepless nights, many things, like sacrificed just watching so many movies with my friends, like sacrificed time for my personal life. So all these sacrifices and intense hard work, as I told, I kept 6 months of intense hard work and dedication towards my thing, and that made me what I am today. So but there are like indirect investments, like to learn my communication I invested on some course, to learn a basics of marketing I learned some course, to know simple basics I invested on a course. But on Instagram I never invested money on Instagram, buying an Instagram course to start something like this. It's all about trial or error, as I told you. But to buy these courses, there are like many struggles again. Like I used to think twice to spend that 10 rupees extra for a special thali, or like 10 rupees to spend on an e-rickshaw. Instead of that I used to walk to my home. All that things add up. I used to save all this money and invest on some course that can give me good knowledge related to marketing, maybe communication, whatever. So those are my investments. It's not just money. Money is like zero.
So dear art is your first love, and you have worked a lot for it. So what is it all about, and when you are going to launch it?
Dear Art is a one-stop solution for artists and art lovers, where we'll create something like social networking plus freelancing plus e-commerce. So we want to integrate all three, so that when an artist comes, he have a lot of opportunities. When an art lover comes, he had a lot of opportunities. So we wanted to do something like this and compete against Facebook or whatever in a different segment of arts and art lovers. But unfortunately, I thought I need to be more matured enough to do something as big as this. So maybe I'll start in a few years from down the line.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, man.
Thanks for the interview, and thanks for the opportunity. The goal is to become the most valued entrepreneur of the India. Thanks.
Thank you, man.
Man, you saw this interview, right? So I hope you liked it. So if you like this video, click that, smash that like button, share this with your friends, and there you'll have this subscribe button, right? So smash it. So all you need to do is smash it, because these guys are the real deal. I personally know them for like 1.5 years. I saw their hard work, I saw their hustle. So it's time to you guys to reward these people by subscribing to the channel. Thank you.